Hey everybody, how's it going? Christian from Treasure Town here, and I purchased a bunch of coins from my friend Spencer at West Coast Varieties, so I'm just going to open it up. I thought that it would be fun as I start trying to do a little bit of dealing or just getting a little bit more well-versed in purchasing coins and also thinking about purchasing coins from other dealers. I'll talk about how I do it, and I'm excited to see what's inside and crack this box open. First off, shout out to a well-packed box. This is something really important that I figure I should be mentioning here. You know, you can see we've got a bunch of graded coins here, and these would not have been rattling around. They're very well-packed. So as I open all this stuff up, I'm going to try to be clean about how I take out the styrofoam. You know, just noticing this. This is a really important thing as you may consider starting to purchase or especially send coins, whether it's to PCGS or NGC for grading, or to other dealers and your customers. Packing, you got to go the extra step, and this is a good example of doing just that. And yeah, this is probably going to be the thumbnail, but I've got a bunch of stuff, so let's go through it. Some of this stuff, he was like, look, I've got a bunch of these slabs, and I know that you do some grab bags. I said, sure, I'll take them. So I'll be unboxing these and just showing you exactly what I've got. Some $50, a lot of silver proofs, but not stuff that's like proof 70. Rather, it's more like not super high-end coinage, but a lot of times, especially for newer collectors, having a NGC or PCGS relatively cheaply graded coin can be super fun. So a lot of the graded material is going to be more along the lines of that. Purchase that at the right price, and I can turn around and put it in grab bags for the right price as well, so that people, and then can get good deals. Not totally sure I remember what's in here, but it might have to do with some grab bags. I'm not going to unbox all the grab bags, because I was like, hey man, you can send me 2 grab bags. I'll do separate videos on them, so I won't focus on those for the time being. And this may be part of those grab bags, because I don't think that I had mentioned ordering this, but it's a very neat item. And we've also got some super worn 1808 shipwreck coinage, so I'll show you some of that. And then, like I said, a lot of the kind of bulk graded type materials. So let me show you that all coming up. And here we go. This video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than I had originally anticipated, just because it's not going to be super challenging to go over the materials here, but I still am excited to walk you through it and kind of give you a little bit of a behind the scenes on how I'm going to probably do grab bags. Just for reference, I looked at this. That all looks really exciting for some grab bag materials, as do these items. I'm not going to give away too much, but it looks like some old kind of banknotes and script. And then in here, I thought that it might be something related to the grab bags, because there were a bunch of slabs in this box, but when I opened it up, it was exciting stuff that I didn't look too closely at, but it was clear that there were no more slabs. We had gotten all of this stuff ready to go. So I'm just going to talk you through it and kind of my thinking behind it. So over here, obviously, these are a ton of slabs. Mostly, or all this stuff in front of us is NGC. And these, I purchased these for like $5 each. So is their value crazy beyond that? Not really. Some of this sort of thing is the thing that will be put back into a grab bag for like $5, $6, probably more like $750. I don't know exactly in terms of, I'd imagine the first few presidents are going to be a little bit less valuable than when you get into something like, I don't know, over here I see a William Harrison. He's, what is he, like 15 or 9th? That's terrible. I knew that. He passed away quickly after being inaugurating. That's actually kind of a nice coin, but the point is, that sort of thing might be worth a little bit more, and I'm just kind of going off the top of my head. But at $5 a slab, I figure with these grab bags, I'm going to be rolling out some more beginner ones in the future, and I want to have, like, slabs made by day. I still remember the first slab that I owned. It was like a $20 slab. I probably overpaid for it. It was like a Mint State 1945 penny, and I still have it to this day. So that's kind of really exciting for me, and I think that would be fun to give people their first slab, saying like a $50 grab bag that they're just getting as a gift. And I figure, why not pick up a bunch of cheap slabs? Worst case, it's going to be tough to lose. If I could buy them at $5, though, I'm probably not going to make a ton of money on them. Next up, we do have a little bit of a lesson here. This is 10 proof 68 deep cameo $50, and look at this and know that this is what a deep cameo looks like. So I believe I paid like 30 each. I think that these are going to be put in grab bags probably near like 37, 38, maybe up to 40. They've been selling pretty well recently, but you really need extreme contrast on one of these, and then you also need the back to have some frost. So, you know, if we go through these, I'm going to have to hold on to these because I'm pretty sure that I've recently purchased, or I submitted $1.50 that I thought had a shot at deep cameo, and it came back very much as a cameo. Same thing, you know, over here. That one actually doesn't look quite as immediately frosty, but you can see how they're reflecting. Are these super valuable coins? No, and they used to be a lot more expensive, but they're a little bit of a premium coin just because, you know, deep cameo, for those of you that don't know, they can either be cam, decam, or have nothing when they're proof. These are specially prepared coins, and the deep cameo means that it is really mirrory on the surface. It's like a cameo strike that's super strong. Let me get, for example, this. We'll go over there in a moment. There's some contrast here with this quarter, but you can tell, you know, especially when they're laying flat, they're a lot different. Deep cameo often have a ton more frost. Then over here, and then one thing about these that was also why they were so cheap, you know, they only say brilliant uncirculated. I think it would have been nice if they could have put at least mint state 65 so you have a numerical grade. Obviously, they're brilliantly uncirculated. That's why I like these a little bit better. Some special mint set graded coins, mint state 67. I don't really know why these got graded. There's probably a huge bulk discount or something like that. But they're actually pretty coins. They look very good, super clean. I don't think that there's a ton of value. I would assume probably 68 maybe is where the values pick up, 60, 69 maybe. Over here, you know, there's a mix of 67s and 66s. You can maybe look for the organ error. It might be in the special mint set where it's on the tree. You can get some double die reverse. I'm forgetting exactly. Then over here, we got some silver. I kind of like these silver proof. You know, this is 40% silver. These are going to be 40% silver as well. But we got some cameo and deep cameo half dollars and quarters. So there's a nice bicentennial reverse. And these are the sort of thing where I can put them in a slightly more expensive grab bag, or they could be a keystone piece in a solid grab bag. Like I said before, that is all really interesting stuff that I'm not going to be talking about right now. Stay tuned for videos in the future about those. Then we've got, you know, I kind of prefer this where it's like graded mint state 66 presidential dollars. So these, you know, again, no crazy returns on these, but I think it's a little more fun to get something when it has the number on it. Though again, you can factor these in for so cheap where it really is kind of a nice thing for a new collector to own. And just get comfortable with PCGS, NGC, get comfortable with the grading companies. These mostly cameo. I think I got one deep cameo. Maybe we can look at the contrast. So that's the cameo. And then here's, you know, a much frostier deep cameo. Same year. You can see as they're laying down there, you know, one is very different from the other. And then lastly, we've got a bunch of copper 20 cash from East India Company. These actually are super historical. They were part of a shipwreck, and I'm excited to have purchased them. There's also some 10 cash here. So, you know, pretty worn out coins, but, you know, some of them are in decent shape. There's some in the bag that are also a little bit better condition, but they feel super historic, and that was kind of a nice thing that he had thrown in. I paid some for it, but you know, was able to pick these up. And these can be really nice to put in grab bags as well because, you know, there's a small amount of value, but even as like a extra throw-in, really depending on the condition of the coin. You know, this was at the bottom of the ocean, got picked up, and now we've got them in hand. So I think that these are super neat items. More of a me talking sort of a video with a little bit of my own color on the coins. Like for these, I think that it's great to own things that are early 1800s. Just have some history, do a little bit of world coin collecting. It's not always about the return on the money. Obviously, it matters to me as I'm kind of transitioning into being a semi-dealer, but I still do appreciate really cool coins. I think the history in something like this is great. You know, the having some silver is nice, though the premiums are far higher, obviously, than the silver involved. And then, like, for super beginners, I really like the idea of having graded coins, you know, one or two, just to throw it out there. What is this plastic? In this case, it doesn't really add much value. You're really paying for the plastic surrounding the coin. I'm not pretending that, you know, it's adding a ton of value, but I think it adds enough value, you know, where it's like a $5 or $6 item, and that can be a great way to introduce people. So anyways, that's what we've got here, and I will be showing you any future bulk buys that I do. I just think it's kind of fun to check in, give my opinions on the different items, and I'm really looking forward to taking a stab at some of this stuff over 2 videos sometime in the future. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel and connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I also have a website, treasuretownYT.com, where you should go so that you can learn more about coins as well as what's happening on the channel and possibly find a place to sell your coins and collectibles. I also want to talk about some of my other projects like coinmeltprice.com, which shows precious metals prices as well as the melt values of coins containing those precious metals, both US and world. I also have coinsmetalscards.com, which will develop into a full marketplace as well as a news source for coins, metals, cards, as the name might suggest. And then treasuretowncoins.com, which long-term will be my coin dealing entity separate from the channel. And lastly, whatsthegrade.com, which will be a stickering service for already certified collectibles where you can get a approval or verification of the grade on the holder. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you on some of my other videos.